our west line. And our neighbor to the west is George Trost. And actually, the college has probably as much land from him, his farm. We only got 60 acres from ours, because Simley High School got 20. That was that little wood lot I saw in that one picture of George Trost. And this pasture came down like this and went back up. That wood lot right up there. And there's a lake right back in there. I think we can see it from possibly 55.
And those trees we planted, I don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, those red pine, they'd be from that night pasture.
Those over there we did.
Yeah, that's just south of the pond.
Yeah.
And these here were planted by us too. It's on that slope going down. Farmstead was right back in there. You can't see it now anymore. House is probably all that's there. This is the driveway went in there. That's the pond. And it was pastured. They only had about 3 cows. And there's a cattle pass underneath over on this side. And anyway, this would be part of our line here between Trost and our farm. Yep. Now that's a red oak there. That's a red oak over there too. Got the leaves on it yet? That's a bur oak there. Now we planted those red pines right there. That's where Dad didn't, he left this side hill go. It's too rocky and too steep. And just over there is one of those great big old erosion ditches. I bet that tree is 150 years old at least. 'Cause I remember it being, well, it wasn't that big, but you know, 50 years ago it was still a mighty big tree. It could be more than 150 years. You'll see the remnants of the original road. And it was basically a one-path road. It came right up along there. And then they moved the highway over a good 40, 50 yards and straightened it out a little bit. We planted those red pine too, those tall ones. Yep. This is another steep, rocky piece of ground, and decided just to put it in the trees. None of these trees were here. And the pasture was pretty well open. The all field there, just everything. We planted them. So the pasture fence came along like this. Not too far in there. Went all the way down to the Skunk Hollow.
The hay loader?
Yeah, for loose hay. Pull that behind the wagon. Had a high rack in the front and the back. It's right behind the wagon, and you'd straddle a windrow. And the really unique invention. At the bottom there, signs to go like this and catch the windrow and get it up here, and then they had 6 arms. 3, they'd go like this with prongs coming down, and we'd go like this. And 3 at a time, you know, and keep working the hay right up, just as nice as can be, right over the top and down. Sure saved an awful lot of work.
Into the wagon.
Yeah, they thought this is the best thing since what?
Sliced bread. Yeah.
Sliced bread. Yep. This is the slope facing going down to the north. You know, in the pasture went like this and came up. You're right. Like the machine shed would have been right up in there someplace. Yeah. Where those trees are now. And that pond is right down there.
Yeah, that's where it is.
The cows stayed there at night.
That's where those pine trees are too.
Yeah, planted them up all the same time. Those two oak trees there, they were right on their line again. That's how you can find the line, the old property line. Huh. I bet you these trees are from that big hill.
Yeah.